Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Cook Cook Cook. Hope you and your family are doing perfectly well. So, I'm sure you or someone at your home loves chocolate. So, what we'll be making today is a delicious chocolate cake with a little bit of dry fruits with it. So, let's go and see the process and the ingredients that we require to make a delicious chocolate cake. What I have here is about 300 grams of maida and 300 grams of powdered sugar, 300 grams of melted butter, and I have 300 grams of dry fruits, which includes a lot of plums, tutti frutti, cherry, and cashew nuts. So all of them together, it's 300 grams, 7 whole eggs, and we will also be using a little bit of baking powder, a pinch of baking soda, vanilla essence, chocolate essence, and about 50 grams of cocoa powder, and a few whole spices that we'll be grinding in the mixer. So what I have here is 3 cardamoms, 3 cloves, a small piece of cinnamon, and a little bit of cake jeera. So these are the ingredients that we'll be using to make our choco fruit cake. So now let's go into the process of making the cake. To get started with our cake, we will have to first beat our eggs. So I have 7 eggs that we will have to beat. So what I will be doing is separating the yolk and beating it. So once we have separated the egg white and the yolk, so we will beat the egg white first. So I'm using an electric beater to beat it. What we will do is beat it until the volume increases at least like 3 times of what it is right now. So once you're done beating the egg whites well, we can set this aside and start working on the egg yolk. Now I have a larger bowl into which I will pour in our egg yolks. And now let's beat this well. Once you're done beating the egg yolks, we will add our melted butter to this. Pouring in now 300 grams of melted butter. After you have added the butter, now let's beat both of these well. After you're done beating the butter and you have a nice creamy consistency, we can add in our essence. Pour in 1 teaspoon of chocolate essence and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Now we can mix these essence well. Once all of this is mixed well, we can add our powdered sugar. So this is 300 grams of powdered sugar. Now you can mix the sugar well into the butter and egg yolk. After you're done mixing your sugar into the egg yolk and butter, we can now add our powdered whole spices that we had, which was a mixture of clove, cardamom, cinnamon, and a few cake jeera. Along with this, we will add 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder and half teaspoon or a little less than that of cooking soda. Now we can mix this well. To powder the spices, you will have to add a little bit of sugar to your mixer because the quantity is less. So say like about 1 tablespoon of sugar and add those whole spices with it and you can powder it. Now we will add our maida. To our 300 grams of maida that we have, I'm adding our 50 grams of cocoa powder and we will have to pass this through a sieve so that we do not have any lumps. After you have added the maida into the mixture that we had, we should not use the beater. So we will just have to fold the dough. So I'll just set this aside and I'll just use a regular spoon and fold it. After you have mixed the maida and cocoa powder well and we do not have any dry or powder left in our bowl, we will now add our egg whites. So we had beaten the egg whites and set it aside. So this is the phase where we will add it. To this batter, we will now add our dry fruits. So I just coated them with 1 a teaspoon of maida so that they do not settle at the bottom of the cake. Now let's mix the dry fruits also into the batter. After mixing the batter well for a few minutes, we can set this aside for about 10 to 15 minutes so that the batter can rise a little. After the batter has rested for some time, we can start pouring it into our baking dish. So what I've done here is just put a thin coating of ghee, and on top of that I have dusted it with a little bit of maida. So you could use parchment paper or butter paper if you are comfortable with it, else this method can be followed. So I will pour out our batter into this dish. Alright, so now batter has been poured out into the baking dish and we can keep this in the oven now. So what I'll be doing is set this in the oven for 180 degrees for at least 30 minutes, and then we will check how it is done. So our cake had cooked in the oven for about the last 30-35 minutes and we've taken it out. So let me get this out of this dish. So make sure to cut your cake only after it cools a little, else you will see it powdering a lot. So you can see that our cake has released effortlessly from the baking dish, and now we can cut it. So you can see that our cake is baked well and is also porous enough so that we have a nice fluff on the inside. So do try it at home and let us know what you feel about this cake recipe. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.